Hello there guys, it's Captain Invisible here and welcome to another turn of the Tyronian hot seat for Medieval 2 Total War, where we play as the Principality of the Amber Plains. Now, we need to get straight into this because there are a few battles we need to do. First we are going to lay siege to Tannic, but we're not going to lay siege for very long because we are going to straight up attack this army here, this Mongol army. And we are going to fight it on the field and hopefully route it back to Tannic, where we can force draw it out and deal with it there. That's the plan. So we're going to get straight into that. That's two battles we have to face, and then there's another one that I would like to try out as well. It's quite a difficult one, but I'm hoping that if I can do that one, we pretty much secure our entire Amber Plains. So we are going to try and fight both of them. I've got 60 minutes to fight these battles, so an hour to fight both of these battles. So it is going to be difficult to get them all done within that time. But I have set a timer. We are ready to try our best to get them done. And as I say, if we can do all of these battles, we pretty much secure ourselves a whole world of pain. So we basically make ourselves a power player again, because we're not exactly the strongest force to begin with. So if we can do this, then we get a bit of breathing room, and a bit of graceful intent. Ooh, that's new. Yeah, those archers turning on me, that was a bit new and interesting. These guys to be our killing of the arch unit. These guys need to get their asses up that hill. Come on, you are faster than the general's bodyguard. Excellent, we've routed those horse archers. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, these battles either go my micromanagement going completely out of the window, or I do actually do some decent stuff, but this looks like it's going to be one of those battles where my micromanagement just goes completely out of the window. Which is bad, for those that don't know, that is bad. That is very bad. But these battles seem to be a bit hit and miss anyway. You know, there's either times where you do really well and you can actually straight up defeat the enemy without too many losses, and then there's times where it just all goes to pot basically. Fortunately, the goal of this battle is not to kill all of the enemy, it's to rout them all. Fortunately, the enemy general is now in with my general. Yeah, we need to get our general out of there. That's not a good place for him to be at all. I'm actually losing a lot more than I would have really wanted to, but that's the way with these things. You either end up losing too little or you end up losing too much. Oh, sorry, not too little. Yeah, losing too little, you should have lost more. You end up doing really well and getting like only 18 casualties to your name, or you end up doing really poorly and getting 118. It's just the way these battles go. There's no rhythm or rhyme between them. You just have to deal with whatever comes your way. I don't really want this engagement either. Just to tie up the general and force him to face our horse archers.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Do we kill the enemy general? Excellent. Let's take out some of this infantry then before it messes with us, because this infantry is really doing a number on us. Just like chasing us down and really making a micromanagement really hard to achieve. So I could do with not losing too many forces in this battle. And certainly I need my general's bodyguard. So we routed those guys.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Try and deal with all of these. Try and deal with the rest of this general's bodyguard. That's going to be the immediate problem I face. So I could do with not losing too much of my general's bodyguard, because what he has to face next is what is going to be quite a big problem for me. He's going to have to face these guys now.
For the moment,
At least he routed them. Excellent. Yeah. We end the battle there. 96, not my best, I'd say. I've had 18 before, and I've had 25, and then I've had like 103. So it all depends on how the enemy reacts to your forces. It's not an easy thing to have to do. We do have 50 minutes still on the clock though, so that's good. That means we can do this battle. 41 men in the general's bodyguard. It depends how... Oh, in fact, sorry, not that one. I need to do this first. It all depends how my charges go, but this army, it's got these Mongol infantry which can basically stop charges from my Kazakhs, so I can't charge them with my Kazakhs. I need to charge them with that general's bodyguard. And then there's these spearmen as well, which are going to cause issue. This army, yeah, reduced unit of spearmen and a unit of peasant archers. That's going to be fairly easy to sort. But as I say, these Mongol infantry can be a huge threat, because if you don't rout them immediately, what happens is you charge in and take fire from them. Then you charge back out and take fire from them. And then you charge back in whilst taking fire. And the issue is, it reduces your general's bodyguard. 3 units of those guys are going to reduce the general's bodyguard down to basically nothing. Last time I fought this battle, my general's bodyguard went from a unit of 50... I think I had about 48 men when I fought this battle before. So 48 men, right the way down to 6 men. 6 men because of foot archers. So they are definitely a major threat in this battle. But this force should be fairly easy to deal with.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
All I need to do for this one is get to that enemy general. And kill him. That was interesting. It's probably one of these 5. Yeah, it's probably one of these 5 men, which is annoying. Fortunately, he's on skirmish, so we can actually... just kill him this way.
Like the coward he is, strike and break the spirit of his army.
Need to pull back my archers. Might need to pull one of them in actually to help with a charge against these spearmen. Maybe not actually. If they turn the flank like that, then we might actually be able to route them on contact here. That might cost me a few Kazakhs. More than a few Kazakhs. Definitely more than a few Kazakhs. That was a really bad bad engagement from them there. But the main thing is, we've not lost any of our general's bodyguard. Our general is the most important unit in this battle, because he can basically rout all of these units if we can A, kill the enemy general, and B, take care of some of these spearmen, which is why our horse archers are here. If the enemy's going to stay there, it might be best if we get our general up on that ridge. As soon as we've routed these men, get him sort of right up here to be able to do a flank charge. Then use our Kazakhs to draw the enemy in. Maybe on this flank. Right, so charge needs to come from right up here. These guys can draw off the spearmen by just being here. Then we do a charge down here. Downhill charge should wreck some face. Need to charge down on this unit now, but the spearmen are relentlessly chasing me. Need to get my horse hatched up to take care of them. At least we've drawn off the heavier variant. That's obviously good.
The enemy general is
And now we've killed the enemy general, which is fantastic.
break his men resolve.
That really does make things a tad bit easier. Because these guys are now shaken. Your archers don't have the best morale, so just keep cycle charging them and they will eventually break. In fact, we could do with a horse archer over here to act as clean up. So I just need to use my general to take care of all of these, to make sure these guys rout. There's not necessarily any point in me trying to chase them down with my general. Come on, you guys need to chase these guys. See what I mean though? Three units of horse archers are really just 3 units of foot archers, sorry, at this strength are just really not that easy to take care of. 52%. We're gonna need to capture all of these. Well, capturing all of these guys, which is why I love sort of using horse archers like this. But yeah, as I say, they just keep firing on my general, and they're just gonna eventually kill him doing this. So get something in to stop them from firing. My general's not really wanting to do much against these guys. That's better. You guys can chase. You guys need to draw off the spearmen. Crap, came back, but that's okay.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
I do need to rout these guys. At least these guys routed. $66, it's not enough. We need to capture the rest of these guys. Keep this one alive just in case it ends the battle once we've captured a few of them. shouldn't end the battle, but don't risk it.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Right, so we just need to capture the rest of these guys. And we definitely need to capture, well, 84%. 85 is the magic number, so we've already made that. We just need to, I say, capture as many as possible, just so we can make sure there's no defenders left. 38 minutes on the clock, so we should be good for one more battle actually. But it is a hard battle. The General's Bodyguard in that one is seriously scary. Excellent, so that's that battle sorted, and that gives us Tannic. So with Tannic we've secured this side, and we've got another castle, and we get money from sacking it, so we do get a lot of bonus funds to play around with. Execute. That gives us Tannic. And now we need to fight this battle. Now for this battle, I can just use all my horse archers. What I really want to do is get some mercenaries as well. Maybe at least just these guys, because this battle is already hell enough. I would rather not have the units to be able to do this battle. So there's all of these infantry. These infantry are actually the easiest part of this battle. I can route these infantry, no problem. It's this guy, this 56 man Khan of God knows what. He's just impossible to kill. He is armored to all hell, armed to the teeth, and he butchers. I've seen him butcher Yezvolod like no other. And then he sort of chases down my horse archers and actually just literally routes them on contact. So we need to take care of him first and foremost. I mean, well, we need to destroy this army of infantry first, which is, again, the easiest part of this battle. But he's going to be a problem, which is why I brought the Iron Light Cav. I need to use the Iron Light Cav not only to help route all of these infantry, but basically to be a meat screen, just to tie him down so that all of our horse archers can unload on him. The Iron Light Cav will also help us defeat all of his infantry support, which again is quite annoying. It just gets in the way and it doesn't allow us to do much. So this is also a different, oh no, it's not a different area where we fought it last time. It's a different area, the world has changed. So we need to, from what I know of this battle, we deploy on this flank. The enemy comes down the centre and we just swoop around and start firing at them in the rear. We're going to use these units as support for each other, just because I need to keep my general alive in this one.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in skill.
So what we need to do with all our horse archers, using as little ammunition as possible, again because we need to save some for the enemy general, is to charge down this way and try and unload if possible on this unit. In fact, I could use my Iron Light Cav as well to assassinate him. And we need to just kill off this unit, which causes all of these guys' morale to drop. And then what that means is we can basically charge them and rout them straight off. Mass arrow fire is really taking these guys down. It's just the case that we also need to take out the enemy general, who is this guy here. So we need to set up our light cav on this flank, if possibly. Then charge him, and that should, if we get a decent charge off, actually kill the enemy general and cause these guys' morale to break.
The enemy general is no true man. He flees the field of battle and abandons his... Our men have captured the enemy general. Charge him there, so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
So that's the hard bit. All these guys are shaken now. So actually, if we get some horse archers round this way, get the rest of you guys round this way, get the enemy general this way, what we can actually do is cut these guys off from the red line, because we need to stop them from being able to get across the red line when we eventually charge into them. As you can see, they just basically melt.
The enemy army runs. We must pursue and hunt
Which is
them
good.
down.
We just need
Only
to
half the
capture
enemy
as
force
many of them as
remain.
possible. You guys can chase after them. The enemy general has barely got onto this hill yet, which is good. And we've still got plenty of ammunition left for him, which is okay, providing that he doesn't then go on a hellbent to try and kill our general. In fact, our general needs to not actually chase anything. He needs to rest. He is warmed up, so it's not too bad. But the problem is, if we allow our general to get tired, he isn't able to run away from the enemy forces, and that's bad, because that means that he is getting himself, he's going to be slower than the enemy general, and that causes a lot of issue. So we're actually going to deploy all of our horse archers somewhere over here. Right here, actually. We're going to deploy our Iron Lights with them, and our general is going to deploy about here with all of these bodies, because the idea is we need to funnel the enemy general so that he's chasing our general without him turning to face our horse archers. If he does, we've got an Iron Light cav, so we're not going to be too out on our limb with regards to that. But yeah, we need him to go after our general and not our horse archers, which it seems like he is actually wanting to do now. That's good. 29 minutes on the clock. I think I could probably do this battle in 29 minutes. Start moving our general up this hill, just nice and steady. We're gonna charge our horse archers forward with the Iron Lights. and we're going to try and absolutely unload on this general's bodyguard and hopefully either kill the general or just absolutely massacre his unit. I don't know how he's going to react to all this fire coming in, but he's probably not going to be too happy. He may even turn to face our horse archers. But this is, not to curse it just yet, but this is going far better than some of my previous battles. Yeah, this once mighty sort of 58-man unit is getting reduced down quite a bit. I think my Iron Lights can actually try and deal with some of these spear units. Yeah, this is definitely going better than it did previous. I say his general just basically murdered mine. It was so savage. It was not even a fight. He just basically butchered him.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let us pray it remains as such.
So we just need to keep pushing up, keep trying to kill this general. Could probably start butchering some of these spearmen actually now as well. See if we can get a charge off on this general's bodyguard without Iron Lights. Nope. It's not going to happen, is it? Whoa! Yeah, that's super close. Got a bit too angsty there.
The enemy general is slain.
That's what I was looking for.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired. The enemy army runs.
And now we can
must
just
pursue
mop up
and hunt them down.
without firing on our own men. Which, if we kill all of these units, should give us the last piece of our puzzle. Which is the this large city, which will give us again a lot of bonuses to our funds and things. So yeah, that battle definitely went better than my previous ones. It's kind of a catch-22. The defeating that big blob of infantry is easy. Defeating the 52-man General's Bodyguard, late period Eastern General's Bodyguard, which is probably the toughest unit in toughest General's Bodyguard unit in the game, is very hard indeed. But we have done it. We've managed to capture Ronkel, so we're going to sack Ronkel as well. In terms of over here, I want to... let's get this general over here as well. I don't think there's any real threats down this way, so we should be safe. We're gonna want a church down here, I think, for the morale benefit. What's out of interest? What's the what do the mines produce? 500. Yeah, we're getting those instead. 500 from mines. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we're eventually going to need a church down here. In fact, we could probably build one over here. Small Orthodox church. These units, I might move this way. We're going to use the General's Bodyguard over here to set up a fort. This is going to allow the artillery to sit over here, just in case Istalo is attacked. We're going to be able to counter-attack from there. Going to need to sort of look to move these guys over. I think I'm going to have to do it over this side though. Tivador needs its knight stables. Tannic can do maybe with the knight stables as well. Istalo can become a castle. I'm going to get 2 units of Kazakhs up here, just to add to our army supply. DeWalt. Don't think I wanted anything from DeWalt. Dathel though I could do with an inn. And that's about all the money we have to spend this turn. So yeah, we're getting mines up there, so that's okay. Malika's okay. Tannic, do something at Tannic, but we can get dismounted boyar sons from Tannic, which is excellent. Might need to bolster Tannic then, I think. If we can basically get those troops from there, that is quite a strong position actually to be in. Got an artillery piece here. Don't really know what I want doing with it. Maybe move it into Malika. Got my spy. Probably send him over this way. Do some scouting. And then there's this random Danish princess. I really don't know what to do with her. We are going to be moving our diplomat over to say hi to peeps. And now we can finally look at the end of turn report. We have 20 minutes left on the clock, it looks like. But let's just have a quick look at the end of turn report and things. So we had 2,481 foreigners to play with. We ended up with 10,000 when we sacked everything. But yeah, we're basically going to have 4,000 to play with next turn. We are, it looks like England's top militarily, which is interesting, but they are an AI faction. The Pyramids are top financially, the Valdokian Empire top production, and then the Empire of the Sunrise Coast top in population and overall. So what that looks like is at least for human factions, yeah, the Holy Empire Sunrise Coast has risen quite a bit. The Valdokian Empire has also joined them up here. The rest of us are kind of tied down here. The Spanish Inquisition is sort of higher than us all, but we're all sort of tied down here. The Merchant Republic of Venice, the Holy Scottish Kingdom of Ralnad, and ourselves sort of tied here in the overall rankings. And militarily, looks like the Valdokian Empire is still top. The Merchant Republic has dipped down, probably due to army losses, and the Empire of the Sunrise Coast has risen up as well. The rest of us are kind of, again, spread out. We are still bottom. That's probably not going to change even now. In fact, if anything, it's going to get worse because we have actually taken losses. Production, yeah, the Valdokian Empire is still quite high in that, dominating us all. The Holy Empire of the Sunrise Coast not doing too bad there. We've actually risen a bit, which is great, fantastic, and the Venetians as well have jumped up as well. Territorial, this is obviously going to change next turn. I don't know whether anyone else has taken some places, but it looks like Venice has taken another place, which is great. The Scottish Kingdom of Ralnad is fairly stable. The Valdokian Empire has taken another place. I believe it was this place here, Tusca, because I don't remember that one being Valdokian, otherwise I would have gone to speak to that place. And as I said, we've taken 2 settlements now, so we're going to be rising up a bit more than that. Financially, we're going to do a bit of this. You know, we did sack a lot of places and then spend it all, so we're going to do a bit of a dip. But it's going to stabilise at about 4,000, I think, more with those mines. So we do have that going for ourselves. Population is the only one left. Population, again, we're going to rise up for that, but it looks like the two top empires are definitely at the top of their station. If you look at the map, we do have map information with the Valdokian Empire, and they are quite a powerful nation, stretching from all the way down here, this settlement over here, right the way up across the sea over here. It's basically gotten to the point where their empire, it would be easier to sail from sort of down here all the way up to here, rather than simply just travel by road. That's how big their empire is, which is quite amusing. Relationship worsened with the Mongols, that's fine. They're basically on that last place, I believe, which is here. I don't think that is, I think that's probably Rebel, isn't it? Yeah, Rebel. So they're on the last place here. I may take it and just take them out of the game. I thought that I'd defeated all of their family members, but they must still have one left over here. And then just a load of trait increases. Chivalry for Prince of Vladimir. Retinue expands, he's a veteran warrior. And Duke Yezvalod gets another dread point, so he's actually quite the dread lord, our Grand Duke. But he is 55. I wasn't too bothered if he died in this battle. But yeah, Yezvalod was in a bit of a problematic situation. But he is a strong commander, so he's going to be able to live through some hardships. We still have this. Oh, in fact, we still have this council thing to do. I was hoping to get some more units over here. Maybe another. I don't really want to get another peasant. It'd be easier for me to maybe send these guys back. Yeah, I can send those guys back in 3 turns. We have 4 turns to do this, so that should be fine. If failing that, we can always just get some more Kazakhs in a turn anyway, and have some more military presence. In terms of the rest of this, in fact, in terms of the rest of this game, actually, we are now allies with the Valdokian Empire. If you saw last turn, we did some diplomatic stuff, which is why we've got map information and an alliance with them, and trade rights as well, which is good. Still enemies with the Mongols. Holy Empire of the Sunrise Coast now allies with the Spanish Inquisition and England. The rest I don't think has changed, except for this. The Disciples of Tyrone now being at war with the Moors, which is quite interesting. The Moors being down here, so the Disciples of Tyrone taking them out. and doing some damage against them. So I think I've waffled on long enough for this turn. It was a really long turn. Thank you for your patience. It's been a very interesting turn. I think we're going to have to slow down a bit and sort of manage our empire over the next few turns. But we've had that's certainly been one of our better turns for this hot seat. So yeah, financially we're hopefully going to be able to be making quite a lot of funds over the next few turns, so we can look forward to that. For now, we shall end the turn, save the game for praise him, turn 11. Excellent. So that was our turn number 11. Thank you very much for watching, and check out the other players' turns for their perspectives on this hot seat, and I shall see you all in the next video.